Everybody complains about the circle tower because it takes so long. So I usually get it out of the way early. Yeah, I have a tendency to stockpile the health potions myself. Not for, any specific portion of the game. I set it up so that all my party members automatically use them in their tactics. And I'll use the party storage chest that you get with one of the DLCs. And when I get towards the end of the game, Orzammar and the final battle, that's when I'll pull them out. And that way I don't have to watch anybody's health. I just set it so that everybody pops a health potion if they get below either 75% or below 50%, and then I don't have to pay any attention to how their health is doing, which frees me up to concentrate on whatever fight I'm doing. Reaver Templar, huh? That ought to be cool.
Face me. I stand for all of us.
Holy Smite is probably one of my favorite companion abilities in Origins.
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Ninette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ghislaine de Carac's wife, Ninette. You were asking about her.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
Ha! I was
Sounds like
eager
you
at
have
first,
done your
but
research for this
failure has
playthrough.
leached all enthusiasm from me. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
And you have doubts that they merely fled?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Meren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Don't you hate it when something goes missing? I lose things all the time.
What?
The women. They're missing, and you can't find them.
All right. I cannot lie, Syrah. I tire of searching. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
Well, with a build like that, it shouldn't take you long at all to power through the game. The playthrough of Origins I just finished, I think it totaled out at around 55 to 56 hours, which made it officially the fastest one of my playthroughs. I generally take somewhere in the 70s. But then again, I'm very picky about how I play RPGs, and I have to do everything. So it was very difficult for me to skip some of the side quests on that last playthrough. But like I said, I've been playing through all the BioWare games, and they are all fairly long. So I have to try to trim it down as much as I can.
Do you ever miss Ferelden?
Of course. It was home. I would never have left willingly. But I'm not going to be my father and spend my life trying to live a memory.
I didn't think I'd give it a second thought once I was gone. I mean, what did Ferelden ever do for me? But I do. I think about it. There's something here that just doesn't feel right.
You mean how mages are treated?
No. I think there's not enough dog shit.
Shale is amazing. I always love picking up Shale. My usual party, since I almost always play a rogue, there have been playthroughs where I did something different. My usual party was my rogue, Alistair, either Dog or Shale. I would switch those back and forth, and Wynn. And Wynn was purely support. I had her back there throwing heals and reviving people and throwing the regens on everybody. I changed it up when I did the mage and the warrior playthroughs. I think Zevran was my go-to rogue for those, but Liliana never seemed capable of picking a lock for me, no matter how I spec'd her out. Alright, Hills Leader, I'll be here for a little bit more.
Let's finish this! Gotcha! One less to worry about. That's enough! Get back!
Run while you can!
I'll deal with this.
Demons, summoned by another mage, no doubt.
Watch your step! Done. That should do it.
That ring looks Orlesian.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
There you are. I've been here for hours. Hader hasn't shown up. No one has. I don't like this.
That's the wench we're looking for. Gut her.
I'd run if I were you!
Let's finish this!
I'll stick you like a pig! Start trying!
Yeah! Hit it where it hurts!
You want some of this?
Hader sent them. Search the bodies. I need... Hiding in the Chantry and sending thugs to finish me off? Coward. He'll not get away with this. Come on.
Close one.
Isabella, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too. Castillon won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Isabella's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal, and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told her enough. I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want. Right now, we have other problems.
Castillon isn't a very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
more! Destructive force of nature!
Go down! Face me! I stand.
Well, we won.
Stab first, ask questions later.
Trust me, it's better this way. Castillon won't hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
Who is Castillon?
He's a powerful merchant based in Antiva. I believe he has ties to the Felicissima Armada. I used to work for him. The jobs mostly involved smuggling lyrium, jewels, or the occasional criminal acquaintance. He paid well.
What's this about you freeing slaves?
I was asked to escort Castillon's cargo ship. I got a bad feeling about the job partway through. Boarded the ship to find slaves. Nearly 200. Elves, humans, children even. It was sickening. They paid Castillon to take them away from the Blight. He took their money and sold them into slavery. Even I know that's wrong. Didn't expect that, did you, Guardsman?
Did you end up in Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm. The ship ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years. Ah, balls.
What's so interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead, but that would be letting me off easy.
You hired Lucky to track down information on the relic?
That's right. He insisted he knew everything that was going on in Kirkwall. He lied. I bet he doesn't even know everything going on in his pants.
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader. I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
Recognize your mage. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
If they're not dead, watch out for a bunch of boneless women flopping through the streets.
Show some respect.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
I couldn't bring back your wife, but here's a ring. It looks pricey.
Oh. Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
Just know that she will not return.
It's better this way. Our marriage has been in shambles for more than a decade. I'll send the ring to her family. With luck, it will appease them. Thank you for all your help, Sarah. Make her watch over you.
Welcome, merchant. Well, good luck to you then. You
Well, Hills Leader, I don't know if you're back yet or not, but this is going to be it for me for tonight. Thanks for coming out. Enjoy your playthrough, and I hope you have a good night.